Good morning, class 10th, and it is day 12. Today we'll be taking up the poem Amanda, that is in our chapter 5 from the book First Flight. Now, the very poem that we're going to deal with is directly or indirectly connected to our younger generation, our teenagers, who at times feel so much depressed and who at times feel so much pained by the scoldings or reprimands or corrections that the parents make in their day-to-day activities, that they are really not able to understand where the problem is. Is it the generation gap? Is it the lack of understanding? Is it the communication problem? Or it is the interference of parents, or too much interference of their parents in their daily activities or daily lives? Or what is the actual reason they are still not able to understand? Now, just like a coin has two sides, in the same manner, we cannot completely blame the children, right? I'm not speaking for children, but yes, I want to be somewhere in a line in between where I can also support the parents and the teenagers. Now, this particular poem talks about a mother who is constantly nagging her child, right? There needs to be a limit of the nagging, but conditions apply. Why to give parents a chance to nag or to tell you something that's right and wrong? For example, you come from school, you throw your bags, you throw your shoes, your uniform in different rooms. The moment you enter, and the story begins, throwing of the bag, the shoes, and the uniform, and then going lying down in the air conditioner or in the fan, watching television, not having your lunch, not taking a bath while you return from school, and the list is endless. Why to give a chance to your parents to nag you? Now, here, the parent, the mother of Amanda. Amanda happens to be the lead character of our poem, right? She is constantly nagged by her mother. The nagging has crossed all the limits, all the foundations, and now Amanda is least bothered in listening to what her mother is telling her. The mother keeps on telling her, don't bite your nails, sit properly, don't put your things all over the place, have a proper place for them. The mother is not wrong. But the way the mother is putting up the things in front of the child, right, that is the problem. The tone which we use, right? Our tongue is a fire. If we cannot control our tongue, we cannot control our mouth, our speech, our language, then the problem is never, never ending. So, the way a mother is expected to explain it to a child what is right and what is wrong, maybe the mother of Amanda fails in this respect. Or maybe she has so many responsibilities on her shoulders that she feels that it is better to just make Amanda a punching bag and keep on punching her with all the nagging that she can afford to. On the other way around, Amanda has become so stubborn because of the constant nagging of her mom or of her mother that she is least bothered. You can see from the very picture. The mother is telling the child something, and the child is lost in her own thoughts. She gives a look as if she is least interested. But because she respects her mother, she somewhere in her heart loves her also. So she is just standing there and listening to what the mother is telling her. So this is the complete summary of this particular poem, Amanda. Now let's take up the introduction. Robin Klein, the particular uh, poetess, has expressed the views of a little girl, Amanda, who is constantly pointed out by her mother for making mistakes. Mistakes which she considers so as they are not part of the code of good conduct laid out by the society in which we live. Now, the philosophers, the theologists, the professors, thinkers, right? People all across the world feel that school is the second home, but home is the first school of a child. The mother is pretty worried here. In that nagging, we can find out that the mother is worried that if my child does not have a good conduct, if my child does not have the mannerisms society wants, Indirectly or directly, people will blame the parents or the house or the elders for not making their child, that's Amanda in the poem, well versed with the mannerisms and the etiquettes, and as a result, she is doing what she's not supposed to in a public place or in a society. So we can say that the mother is more worried when she nags the child, nags Amanda, to tell her that something is right or something is wrong. The poem describes a girl named Amanda and her mother who is nagging her for her mistakes. She is first pointed out, most probably by her mother, for biting her nails and for not sitting in the right posture. Now, psychology says biting nails means lack of confidence, sense of nervousness, sense of depression or loneliness. So instead of scolding the child for biting the nails, the mother would have gone deep down into the thoughts of the child to realize what is the need for Amanda to bite her nails. But instead, she started to nag, and that was wrong on the part of the mother. She was just seeing the physical being of nail biting, and she was scolding her not to bite nails because she might catch any kind of infections in the mouth or in the stomach, because our hands carry a lot of germs, right? So she was trying to be a good mother, but the way she explained it to her child was not appropriate. This is what Amanda feels at that moment. To this, Amanda imagines herself as a mermaid who lives a calm and relaxing life in the beautiful green sea. Further, she is nagged for not cleaning her room and shoes and also for not doing her homework. She then imagines herself to be an orphan because she is now fed up of being watched by her parents continuously. She says that she could have enjoyed her freedom then by making the patterns of her bare feet on the sand and would live a peaceful life. Next, Amanda is scolded for eating too many chocolates as this causes pimples. She is also scolded for not listening to her mother. So now Amanda thinks of being a Rapunzel, a character from a fairy tale, and wants to live in a huge tower like her. In the tower, she will be alone and will live a peaceful life and will never allow anyone to come in. Finally, the mother asks her to stop being moody because she doesn't want anyone to blame her for harassing her daughter. At this time, the poet has not written any reaction from Amanda's side. The constant nagging has made Amanda so sad that she has even stopped to imagine herself as someone else now. She used to do all this in order to escape from the continuous harassment and dominance of her parents, right? Now, the poet has actually dealt with the side of Amanda. She is on Amanda's side and she tries to tell the readers that the parents have nagged Amanda so much that she is drifting into her own dreamland, into her own land where she imagines sometimes to be a mermaid, quietly and calmly swimming in the blue seas, in the blue waters. Sometimes she feels it was better for her to be an orphan so that she could run away here and there, and freedom was what she was wanting. She feels her parents are actually ruling her life and she's just a puppet in their hands. Now, that is not correct of Amanda to think of such a kind of having so many thoughts against her parents, right? Then, the third time, what happens is when she is told that chocolates should not be eaten because they lead to pimples, Amanda wishes to be Rapunzel, one of the lead characters in the fairy tales Rapunzel, where she was caught hold by a witch, taken to a tower amidst the jungle, kept there till she was 17 or 18 years of age, till a thief by the name of Eugene comes to rescue her and frees her from the bondage of the witch. So now Amanda feels it is better for her to be a Rapunzel locked up in a tower all alone where she'll be away from all this constant nagging. As teenagers, at times, what do we feel? Our parents tell us it's time to go off to sleep. Oh, yes, we are going. Oh, yes, I'm going to sleep. But what are we doing? We are playing PUBG, right? What are we doing? We are reading. What are we doing? We are on our mobile phones, WhatsApp, Facebook, right? Insta. All these things are lined up. We also know in our hearts in the morning we have to go to school. We may be late. So the parents have to take the other way around to reprimand, to scold a child, right? No parent's going to shout on you all the time. That's incorrect. If they do, it's actually wrong. The thing begins level wise. First, you are told, then the volume of the parents rise, and then you are giving them the chance, the opportunity to scold you or to nag you. Now, here, Amanda is feeling very, very strange in her own house because she feels that my parents do not love me. They only believe in nagging me. But what is the responsibility of Amanda as a child? At least to listen, at least to understand that something somewhere is wrong. And that is the reason that the parents are scolding. No parents are crazy. They won't scold you for no reason. There has to be a reason for the parents or the teachers to tell you that you are right and you are wrong, provided the child understands the situation and tries to react on it on a positive note. If a child understands that the scolding, reprimanding is for his or her own good, then the world would be a better place. No more suicides, no more running away from the houses, no more parents seeking the help of psychologists or doctors for a child who is in a depressed state of mind. The world would be a better place, I would say. Right? In the census, if you go in Google, if you search, there are so many countries where the teenagers are just spoiling their lives because they do not get that love and affection back home. But is that particular teenager not responsible for his own situation somewhere? That is the question we need to ask when we read this particular poem, Amanda. So now let's begin with the paraphrasing. This is a dialogue between Amanda and her mother, where it's a monologue where only Amanda is a silent listener and the mother is the speaker throughout the particular poem. But Amanda is speaking, but she's speaking in her own thoughts. So we'll not take that's a dialogue between Amanda and her mother. It's actually a dialogue delivery from Amanda's mother, where Amanda happens to be a silent listener. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. Now the mother is scolding in the first 3 lines. She's telling Amanda, don't bite your nails. She's telling her to sit properly. Don't bend your shoulder. It's not a good posture, right? Don't slouch. But here, Amanda is so fed up of this nagging that she starts thinking. She is drifting in her own thoughts and she thinks that she is in a sea. She is a mermaid and she is the only mermaid living in that particular sea where she is swimming blissfully, very happily, right? Emerald is green color. Languid means relaxed. Slouching, sitting in a very lazy manner. Hunch means to bend your shoulders. So here, the mother is scolding her to behave properly, to be well-mannered, well-cultured, have those etiquettes of sitting, standing, eating, drinking, not biting your nails. But here, Amanda is so fed up with her mother's constant nagging that she feels that she is not present at all at that time when the mother is talking to her. Instead, she imagines herself to be a mermaid swimming in the lovely green waters. Now, let's take the rhyme. A-A-B-A-C-C-C. You can just see the last words of the lines. Then we have the metaphor. Use of emerald. It is not as emerald. It is just emerald. So we've taken it as metaphor. Repetition of the word Amanda. Alteration, when 2 consonant sounds are repeated in a line given. An allusion. Mermaid, we all know, is a imaginative character. So mermaid has been there to, let's say, give an imaginary impact to Amanda's thoughts. Second stanza.